Well, hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to my episode of Brewing Live, Filling Your Digital Cup with great stuff brought to you today by D Cup um, Coffee and Republic. They can't hear me. Hello. Can y'all hear me now? Don't we just love technology? Can you check your settings? Hello. Let me leave. Can can y'all hear me? Everything seems pretty cool. Oh, you're good now. Okay. Awesome. Are we live or are we going to start over? Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Look, it is a beautiful evening here in the US. I'm sure it is a beautiful afternoon there. You're probably on your lunch break and it's awesome, right? You have your you have your tea or your coffee. We're getting ready to get started. Take a deep breath in, right? Okay, technology, it happens, but we're okay with it. So, welcome to my episode of Brewing Live, filling your digital cup with great stuff brought to you by D Cup Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines and now going global. Brewing Live is a 30-day exploration journey that aims to fill your digital cup with great stuff and ignite your space with opportunities for impact, income, and influence. For today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about the pillars of motivation. And so hopefully you're ready for this. Yes, boom. I love the technology folks that work behind scenes. They just make everything so perfect, right? So let's get into this. This is going to be really interactive. So let me switch over so I can see the comments. Oh my gosh, there's so many people already here. I'm so excited. So let me just do a shout out real quick. Hello, Master Coach Hasmin and Coach Tamasha, Coach Norderland. Like you're here, Coach Candy, Coach Lynn, Coach Marine. Like you're here. I am excited. Hopefully you have something to write with. Everyone knows that when I show up is going to be interactive. It's always great to take notes whenever you're in a house filled with wisdom, right, and knowledge. And those of you who are jumping on and you don't know me, I am Master Coach Lakendra Smalley. I'm the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs right here in the United States. I'm here now. It's 11:10 p.m. And here in the Institute, we certify, develop, and train life coaches and teaching them the skills that they need in order to be successful so they can go out and be change agents and be the light in the world. And also, if they want to go a step further and really make a business of this, this is what we do here in the Institute in partnership of Master Coach A, Life Coach Philippines. And we do a great job, as you see, because we really come and celebrate one another regardless. Borders don't keep us from coming together to be a blessing to the world. So I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, sister. My sister is here. Hello, hello. I wanted to talk to you about, the pillars of motivation. And the reason why I chose this topic is because we are approaching the end of the year. Can you believe that we're already like this close, like teensy wenchy, this close to the end of the year? And some of us are still like moving like snails, the beautiful snail that takes its time. I don't think that the snail is lazy. I just think that the snail was born to take its time, to really enjoy the environment, to really enjoy the movement of his composition. So I don't really believe in laziness. I just think sometimes we lack the skill set, or we just lack the tools that we need in order to have that motivation to move forward. So I'm going to give you some tools. If you're that person that have like that snail syndrome, I get it, right? I totally get it. Being an ADHD CEO, sometimes I even have snail syndrome, and I need tools to motivate me in order to move with rigor, right? To move with tenacity, to move with purpose, to move with motivation. Okay. So we're going to get into this together. You're going to have to talk to me in order for me to move through this. You know why? Because it's 11 p.m. Like here in the United States, it's late, and I just need some feedback. So everybody pinky swear, pinky swear, cross your finger, pinky swear that you're going to be in this with me all the way through. And if you can do that for me, that's all the motivation that I need. Okay. So once again, I'm Master Coach Lakendra Smalley. This is powered by D Cup Republic Brewing Live. I do have, everybody really should have like some type of nice little coffee cup next to them, because this is what it's about: filling our cup with what is going to help us get over the holiday spirit and go into 2021 with everything that we need. That's the whole purpose of having these. Okay. So let's jump into this. All righty. So let me ask you something. Do you ever wake up in the morning and the last thing you want to do is get out of the bed? I mean, like, send me some love. Say, yes, that's me. Or you that person, like you're up, but it's like, I don't want to get out of the bed. Is that you? Let me know if that's you. How about the mornings when you wake up and you hop out of the bed and you're ready to take on the world? Let me know if that's you too. Just living your truth, right? We have to learn how to just live in our truth. One or the other. One of these people are you, right? So Lynn is saying our unique design has purpose. Yes, Lynn. So is this you? Do you wake up in the morning and it's hard to get out of the bed? Or do you wake up in the morning and you're ready to take on the world? Which one is you? What's the difference between those two scenarios? I'm going to tell you, but you probably already guessed because I already have it up on the screen. So it's okay. It's okay for us to cheat right now, okay? So the difference is motivation. Remember, it's the snail. Like, I really call it the snail syndrome. It's not because you're lazy. Those of you who may have to roll around a bit in the bed, moan and groan and grunt. Like, I get it. That's me sometimes in the morning. I am just not a morning person. But it doesn't mean that I'm lazy. I just need some tools for motivation. Okay. So motivation is what compels us to set goals. And more importantly, it drives us towards them. So it's some steps in building it up. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. So if you want to know how to tap into the power of motivation, you see how I use that word power before it? Because you do have to activate your power, which I tell everyone that they have. I want you to get your cups ready, and I want you to get this tea that we get ready to talk about. Okay. So right now I am drinking tea. I brewed me some tea today before this. So I have some fresh ginger, some honey, some turmeric, and oranges, and I brewed it in this big old pot because this was like a whole life of motivation for me right here. So I want you to get your cup ready, and I want you to come and get this tea I'm about to give you because it's so simplistic. Like, I don't teach. Everybody know my teachings are not real like big and exaggerated. It's so simple, too simple, where you have like aha moments just like this. You can activate just like this. Okay. So let's get into the first step. Okay. Know what you want. Know what you want. Think about it right now. Right now, it is October the 28th in the United States. It's October the 29th there in the Philippines and your side of the world, okay? You're still kind of snailing around. You know, you're still trying to figure this out. Like, we're in a pandemic still, right? We may be in it for a while. You're still trying to figure out what it is that you want. If it's right on the tip of your tongue right now, or right in the frontal cortex of your brain, type it in. I want to know right now, what do you want? That's my first question. Remember, everybody, we did a pinky swear. I didn't physically see you, but I felt your spirit. So everybody that's on here, you said that you want to participate. Tell me what it is that you want, because that's the first thing you have to know. Do you want more time with your family? Do you want a raise? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want more self-love? Do you want more patience? What is it that you want? That's the first question. Because what is the point of motivation if you don't know what you want? Right? Do you want more love to give? Do you want more peace? Some of us just want some simple stuff. Everybody don't want to be a millionaire. Everybody don't want all of that stuff that's so big. Sometimes, people just want things that are very, very small that will impact their life for the rest of their life, in their children's life, in their grandchildren's life, for the rest of their lives. If I could just give more love, if I could be the father to give more love to my wife, to my children, if I could be the mother to just give more love, you have to know what it is that you really want. And I really want you to think about it. And because we are safe, like in this container, we're so safe. Trust me, we have folks that are monitoring this live stream. So if we need to put anybody out, we have no problems with doing that. But this time, this is a learning opportunity with you, for you to come in and be vulnerable, because I believe in my teachings that if I can connect with your heart, you can be transformed just like that. But you got to show up and do the work no matter what. So what is it that you want? Norderland said, I want a fulfilled life, but you got to break that down, Norderland. What does that even mean? You got to be able to dissect it. Without having a clear vision of exactly what you desire, you won't be able to build enough motivation to get through the obstacles you're sure to face. If you joined me in my last Brewing Live, I talked about the imposter syndrome. Go and find it. Go and find it. Because the imposter always shows up when we're right there. It's like It's like a slow climb. This is motivation, right? This right here is motivation, and you're climbing and you're tossing and you're turning in the bed, and you know, right before you hit motivation, the imposter will show up. But if you know exactly what you want, you'll know how to go around it, and boom, you'll hit it. You'll hit that motivation that make you get out of the bed, regardless of how you feel. Y'all get me? So the first thing is know what you want. And there's no dumb want. Don't be ashamed of your want. I've learned that, and so I've been life coaching for so long. It's like I feel like sometimes when my clients sit down and I can hear their first paragraph and I know exactly what it is that they're journeying through, that conflict. There's no dumb answer to what you want. It's your truth. It's your sacrifice to want to wake up every single day and live in this life, right? Coach K Sabala, she says, I want my first million as a coach this 2020. Yes, it's you have to be able to shout it, you know, on a mountaintop, and it'll echo so far that motivation will be your compass. Do y'all understand me? Like, can you imagine motivation being your compass? Where you'll always have enough energy to just really go after what you want. That's what I'm talking about. So number one, know what you want. Let's see what number two is. Know why you want it. Know why you want it. You don't want it because you want to impress somebody. You don't want it because of that, do you? You don't want it because it's going to make you look like you got it together, because you want to fit in. Maybe you want it because you want to fit in, but you don't want it because of that either. I have too many intelligent people on here. You want it because you know deep down in your core, it is going to activate every part of your body and make you feel alive to where you want to get up every day, even if it's taking 2 years to get it, 3 years to get it, 4 years to get it, 5 years to get it. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take you to get it, because you know what you want and why you want it. You're going to show up for it every single day, no matter what. That's the reason why you want it. You would sacrifice your life for it. You would do it even for free if you had to. That's the type of why you want it that I'm talking about. You understand what I mean? So this step is just as important as knowing what you want. So let's reflect for a moment. Y'all ready for the reflection? Okay, I'm so ready. Because I need for you to think. Without reflection, there is no room where you can grow. In every aspect of your life, there should be a level of reflection, a level of awareness that'll make you process and think why you're moving forward with something, with an idea or a situation or a relationship or whatever. So we're always going to reflect. Why do you want to reach this specific goal? I want you to think about it. Why do you want to reach this specific goal? Like the goals that you're listing here, why do you want to reach it? Why is it so important? It really should be attached to a story. You should be able to sit down and tell a beautiful story about why this goal exists. For example, one of my goals is I want to certify 1 million life coaches in my lifetime. And the reason that I want this is because the world is in suffering. But there are another level of human beings that exist that love people that are in suffering. And we have a heart to serve and help to give hope and spread love and give joy so those people can heal, because we're healers. Because we know that if we heal, if we help them to heal, then their families are going to heal and their communities are going to heal. And all of the wild ideas that life coaches have of wanting world peace and better schools and better communities and healing hunger and healing homelessness and ending war, we know if we show up with our heart so big to give, to help other people to heal, all of those things can come true. So you see, your specific goal has to make sense to heal mental illness, where people no longer have to walk around depressed and ashamed that they are going through an experience that they can heal from. This is all that I want. This is all I want to do in the world. This is why I want it. So, and my story that's connected with that is because I was raised by a mother that was clinically depressed. She had bipolar disorder. But every day she woke up and she showed up for her life. She did the best that she could to raise two beautiful children. And look how we turned out. So do you understand me when I say that my goal that I have for myself of why I want it and why it's so important, but you have a goal as well. It's very specific. You don't have to have a whole bunch of them, but there's one that's burning so deeply inside of your heart that will give you the motivation to wake up and live every single day. If you're the person who sits in the dark in a room, you don't want to get out of the bed, connect with your heart. You got to get out of this. I keep trying to tell people the way you treat your heart is how you treat your mind, and how you treat your mind is how you treat your heart. So connect with it. Connect with your goal that is going to light a fire up inside of you. What will it mean to your life? What will it mean to your life to know why you want it? I just told you what it will mean for me. But what would it mean for you? How important is it that you show up for yourself, that you have a level of motivation that will say, no, Marine, you get out of the bed and you keep pushing. No, Candy, you get out of the bed and you keep pushing. No, Joyce, you get out of the bed and you keep pushing, because why you want this is so much bigger than every single breath you take. Can you imagine that? Like, what's bigger than my breath, my life, your purpose? So all of this motivation needs to connect with something that is going to push you to say, I know that I may feel this way. I know that I may have gone through this experience, but this has given me enough life to live, right? And not to exist. I have a purpose, and this has given me a life to live. So is it aligned with the integrity of your heart? Is it aligned with the integrity of your heart? When I talk about integrity of the heart, I'm talking about, regardless if you think your idea is ridiculous to your best friend, to your parents, to your siblings, to your co-workers, regardless of how ridiculous it may sound, it's yours. It's yours. And it gives you the motivation to get up out of that bed every single day, regardless of failures, letdowns, regardless of it's taking you to 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, the snail syndrome, regardless. I love the snail. But you have it so deep in your heart that it makes you show up no matter what. This right here, the heart. It's the integrity that makes you want to show up no matter what. You're not doing it for anyone else. And sometimes you got to be alone in it, right? But being alone with a purpose is okay, because eventually people will find you that want to share your same integrity. They'll find you. I promise you. Just trust me on that one. Okay. So that was some good tea. Let me sip. Let me sip some. Oh, okay. So think about all of the people in your life that you don't want to let down. These are the whys, and they are so essential. Sometimes I tell my clients, because of course, my platform is mental health. So all of my clients are coming to me to have their heart revived because they've experienced a great loss, some type of trauma. They've been labeled in a diagnosis and are living in that mental thought every single day, and they just need to be revived of the heart. So people come and see me because of that. And I have to always tell them, when they can't see themselves as their own successor or their own healer or their own purpose, I say, who do you have to live for? Who is so important to you today that you never want to let down? And most people, if it's their children, they say their children. If it's someone who really impacted their life, at a specific time, it's those people. And I just always say, don't let them down. Don't let that person down then. Connect your motivation. Because trust me, as you journey through, it will no longer be a person. It will be your integrity of your heart that will give you the motivation. But whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes, as long as it's within integrity, you use it to activate your motivation. We clear, we got it. I see a bunch of beautiful stuff going on. Y'all are keeping your promise to me. I love that. Honor is a big theme for me. You're honoring this moment. I love it. So let's go to number 3, because we got to get through 9 of these. So let's get to number 3. Set goals that excite you. Right? So sometimes, we got to get a little radical. I'm notorious for this. A lot of people be like, oh, Master Coach, I don't know. You're talking about maybe having some fun type of excitement. And I'm like, yeah, set goals that excite you, where you're going to be radical and disruptive of the brain, because I'm going to teach you about something just really quickly. It's beneficial to set reasonable goals that are easy to reach, because you have been telling your brain, you fed it a system, you fed it a program that said it's incapable of achieving. It's incapable of excitement. It's incapable of completing something or reaching something. So we have to trick the brain, and we do some exciting things. It could be easy as, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go buy a bouquet of flowers. That's a goal. Something that can disrupt the brain. And you get up, you get out of bed, you go to the store, you buy your beautiful bouquet of flowers, you bring them back home, you put them in a vase, and you honor what you did. You said you were going to do it, and you did it. It can be as simple as, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to call and speak to my brother today. And you wake up and you honor that and you do that. I have to have those all during the week. Small things that, to my brain, it doesn't know that it's small. To my brain, it's something accomplished. To my brain, it's like, oh, she's serious. She's doing something. She's saying that she's going to do it, and it's getting done. Okay, let me unfog her brain a little bit more, right? Because whatever you feed your brain become it. So excite your brain. Set those goals that are going to excite you. I would never suggest stopping you doing that. Small things. Today, I'm gonna wake up and eat a bowl of cereal. And you wake up and you eat your bowl of cereal. However, it can also help to set some relatively wild or audacious goals, like that real big disruption. You just set it in your mind and you know, regardless if it's going to happen or not, it's there. And the brain will move things around because it's like, what? She says she wants to certify 1 million life coaches. That is so disruptive of my brain. But I'm training my brain that we can do anything. Anything I tell you that we can do, we're going to do it. And it causes a whole disruption. So all of that self-doubt, those limited beliefs, the imposter syndrome, it's so confused. It's almost like I really picture my brain as like little people. Like there's a lot of little people running around in there. Those of you who have ADHD, you understand what I'm saying, right? So I have these little people that's running around in there. Some have on red and some have on white, right? I got to get rid of them red people in there. Those little imposters. There's only a couple. I used to have a whole bunch of them, but I want to say I only have like 2 or 3 in there now. The white little people are like, psh, they're so disruptive. They get rid of them. The red people don't like them. They just get rid of them. So what can you plant in your brain? What motivation can you plant in your brain? What goal will excite the brain so much that it has no choice but to honor it? They'll be like, you know what? Coach Lynn has lost her mind. Coach Norderlin has lost her mind. Coach Tamasha has lost her mind. Master Coach A has lost her mind. But the brain will honor what you feed it. So these goals may seem out of reach right now, but the allure of reaching them in the future might motivate you in the present. Trick the brain. Yes, Coach Heidi. Coach Heidi, your brain is like, oh my gosh, Coach Heidi has lost her mind. Trick the brain. Simple terminology. It's really just like positive self-talk. How you speak to yourself. How kind are you to yourself? When your brain is saying, no, we can't do it. No. And then you say, yes, 1 million life coaches. We're going to certify 1 million life coaches, and I need you to help me do it. And the brain is like, oh, you need me? Yes, I need for you to work with the heart because we can do this. And the brain loves disruption because to the brain, it's like, oh my gosh, it loves that difficulty and confusion. That's why we're always like entangled in all of this confusion and chaos in our life. That's the reason why when you post something on your social media page and it's positive and you get less likes, and you post something that's disruptive and people just like, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Because that's what the brain feeds off of. So you give it something so disruptive that it wants to work with you. Like, oh my gosh, 1 million. Oh, I'm down for that. Because it almost seems impossible. But your heart knows that it's possible. The heart knows that anything is possible. The brain is what we have to train. You got it? Oh, that was good. That was good, y'all. Okay, let's go on to number 4. Okay, we got to learn how to track and measure your results. I want y'all to tell me, this is where I need for y'all to kind of react. How do you track and measure your results of your goals? Does anybody have some type of special system? Like, what is happening? What is happening during your goal setting? And you're like, oh, I accomplished this. How do you track and you measure that? Because tracking and measuring your progress is key to motivation. You got to be able to know that, hey, I said that I was going to wake up and I was going to brew me some. And my tea is not just easy tea. Okay, it's not easy tea. I had to literally get the herbs and I had to peel them. I had to prepare it all to put it in this pot and boil it. And how do I know that I accomplished it? I have a cup of tea. This is my tea right here. This is how I know. And I'm so excited. Like even every time I taste this cup of tea, I'm just like, girl, you a bad girl. This tea is worth $1 million. I only made a gallon of it, y'all, so don't ask me for any. I only made a gallon. It's only enough for me. It'll last me about 2 days, so I can't sell my tea. But it's giving me like a motivation to be like, I can make this tea again. I can do it again because I'm so excited. Not only did I do it, which my brain, I had to slow my brain down to cut the herbs, clean the herbs. Y'all, it took me about 30 minutes to prep for this tea. That's an accomplishment for me. And I'm so excited about it. That's my motivation. How do you measure and track your own results? When you can actually see the efforts paying off, right? That's how you do it. Your motivation will naturally rise. If you don't track and measure, how else will you know you're making progress? For example, for us people who will accomplish something and we never acknowledge it, we just move to the next thing and move to the next thing and move to the next thing. It's like, slow down, breathe, pay homage to yourself, right? We always want to, I want to pay homage to my ancestors and, everybody who came before me, but you're here. Respect yourself, honor yourself. Do it for you. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug, go buy yourself some ice cream. I love going to, I don't know, like, do y'all have ice cream shops? Like, we have ice cream shop where we can go and sit and buy ice cream and just eat it at the store. I love that because I'd be like, oh, I want to taste all the ice creams. How do you measure and track your success? The other way, and it's not listed here, the other way is just by, right? Sometimes we have to adopt the snail syndrome. Slow down and say, you know what? Lynn, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job. You got to say that to yourself. Don't rush to the next thing until you honor yourself. Heidi, just say, good job. And you honor yourself. Kay, good job. You did that, girl. You made that tea. Yeah. Y'all, it's so good. It really is. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next one. Number 5. Oh, here it is. Reward yourself. If you are tracking your progress, make sure you reward yourself as well. Rewarding yourself will ensure that you stay motivated. You are more likely to keep the momentum up when you can see that reward is getting closer and closer. Reward yourself. What are ways that you can reward yourself? Can you talk to me about it in the feed? How do you reward yourself? Shoppers, are you shopping? Are you like, I'm not gonna buy those boots unless, until I can sign up 3 more clients. Okay, that was mine, right? So I saw these great boots. I can't wait to show y'all, right? I just bought these great, fabulous boots, and I said, I'm not going to buy them. They're not worthy of my money until I can sign up 3 new clients. And boom, it's just like I've spoken into the universe, and then boom, they just 2 in one day, 1 in the next day. And I was still trying to back off, and it was like, no. Is that what you said? That was your goal? I bought the boots. I'm not going to tell you the price, but it was a penny. It was a good penny. And I bought the boots. And the heel of the boot spells out love. Everybody knows that I'm always talking about love. My whole heel spells out love. Beautiful boot, right? So listening to you is a reward. Oh, thank you, Coach Ramel. Hey, Coach Ramel, how are you? Yes. Coach Lynn says, I buy shoes. Oh my gosh, Coach Lynn, we have to send pictures to each other of our shoes. I'm a shoe addict to the point where I'm not ashamed of it, but I need to bless some people with some shoes, right? Okay. Reward yourself. Yeah. Yeah. We have to do these things. We have to do these things for us. Take a deep breath, like for me, like I went from college and I went into my master's degree. And before I could even finish my master's degree, I went to another master's degree. Like, Lakendra, stop. Snail syndrome, slow down, celebrate yourself. It was like I didn't want to attend a graduation because I knew I was going into another study. I couldn't even enjoy it. Why? Because we feel like we have all this time or we don't have enough time, or we gotta reprogram these patterns in our brain. Rewarding myself by buying valuable books. Oh, yeah, that's good. Like reading. Yes. I'm not a real big reader, but I'll read a couple of books, not page for page. I have a system of how I read. But yeah, me time. Yes, that's a big reward. Me time. I'm notorious at the spa. I go to the spa, have a membership, and I just love when I go there and they treat me like a queen. And they always ask me, they call me Master Coach over there too. They say, Master Coach, what's your reward? Why are you here? When you come here and spend this type of money, you're rewarding yourself. And sometimes my reward is as simple as you showing up. I'd be like, you know what? My tribe showed up this week. They did such a great job. When me and Master Coach A see your accomplishments, that makes us excited. And those of you who are not a part of our tribe, but you still show up and you hang in here with us, we love you too. That makes us happy. That's a reward. It's a reward. It's a big reward to see people healing and trying and showing up no matter what. Okay. So, number 6, use your social circle like this. D-Cup is doing this for you. Like, it's unbelievable. And it's unbelievably free that you can come here and get this level of wisdom from great people, from great people that can help you stay accountable. We have these social circles and we still don't engage in them. Why have them? Plant yourself there and you grow. Grow up. Sometimes you just got to grow up, okay? You keep building these things and you getting tools, but you're not using them. That's an imposter. So building accountability through your social circle is a great idea. It's from Master Coach. I'm telling you, it's a great idea. So those people that you have befriended and you've created these bonds, and then because you get inside your head, you just left them cold. You go back and you say, hey, I'm sorry. I need you guys. I need you. You understand me? Stop running away from people that God sends you to help you. That's why they're there, especially people who make you feel good about yourself. You go back and you go to them. You apologize for walking away, right? And then you tell them, you hold me accountable, help me, because I need you. So when you have a big goal that you want to achieve, these people are who are going to help you. You know why? Because you're hard on yourself. You're too freaking hard on yourself. You're the first person that will let you down before somebody let you down. Do you understand? Yeah. You, we, me, us. We are the first person that will give up because, oh my gosh, I can't believe when I got on that live today, my microphone wasn't working. Oh my gosh, I was so ashamed. I'm never going to ever do this again. Ever, ever, never. But if you were in your social circle, they'd be like, girl, get over it. It happens to the best people. You can do this. And we were still there cheering you on. Master Coach, we hear you. Yeah, come on back, girl. Yeah, we're here. We showed up for you. That's why you need a social circle. So stop running away from people that God is sending to you to help motivate you and keep you accountable. That's all I'm saying. That's number 6, okay? Let's move to number 7. Fake it, but don't get it twisted, okay? You know that fake it till you make it, there is still integrity in that. Remember, I'm all about integrity. Fake it, but don't get it twisted. Okay. So let me tell you about my fake it. You're not feeling motivated or energetic today. Sounds like a commercial, right? You know those commercials. Hey, like some type of medicine commercial. Then take this. That's not what I'm going to say, right? If you're not feeling motivated or energetic today, try faking it. That's the medicine I'm going to give you. It won't work all of the time, but it works most of the time. Because what you have to do is learn, once again, how to trick the brain, right? So when I was going through some studies, when I was going through like my whole spiritual journey, I took some mind altering classes because I had to figure out like how can you really heal through suffering, right? So it really just it starts in here, okay, in the mindset. So the first thing that I learned was what you feed your brain, it will believe. But you have to be so radical and disruptive about it. And you have to be consistent and persistent about it, right? So the fake it part is, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Like I'm just over life. I'm so tired of people disappointing me, and I didn't get the job, and I didn't get the raise, and oh my gosh, my kids are getting into trouble. I just feel like a bad parent, like all the stuff that's like bombards us. Y'all know what I mean? Then you got to do something totally opposite of that programming. And one of the things that you can do to like pep yourself up, to tell your brain, no, this is not what we're going to do today. Put on some music. Do you know music is like true life of the soul? It's the vibration. If it's good music, it's the vibration in the music. It does, like, you have to find that music that, you know, that puts you in that groove. You know what I mean? Like, and I promise you, them thoughts that's going in your head, they'll turn into singing, like, and for a whole 3 minutes or 4 minutes of that song, you've forgotten. Start it in the bed. Maybe that needs to be your wake up music, right? I used to have wake up music that played. So pump yourself up to some inspiring music, positive self-talk. And sometimes we don't have the energy to positive self-talk. So maybe you need to breathe, like get your phone and go to your recorder and you record yourself talking to yourself on a good day. So on a bad day, you can listen to your self-talk to yourself, positive self-talk to yourself. You see how genius that is? Yeah, it's really that simple. Or read from an inspirational literature, whatever it is. Somebody on here was like, yeah, I reward myself with books. I think it was Norderland. You know what I mean? Like whatever you need to do. Maybe it's just your Bible. Maybe it's some scriptures. Maybe it's some quotes. Whatever floats your boat. Everybody doesn't have the same type of get at it. Music really is my thing. I can turn on, I have a whole playlist of Deepak, like I love Deepak. And even though he's not a musician, he has incorporated music in his talks, and I can put that on and immediately go into self-forgiveness and be like, Lakendra, why did you allow yourself to get there? Deepak does it for me. Or call a friend. Like even when I'm like low, I'll go like master coach, like sister, are you there? You know, I'm notorious. It'll be, and I know it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning there, my time. And I'll be like, sister, are you there? And for some reason, she's always there. Sometimes we just need to know if someone is there. So call a positive friend, even if they just say hello. Sometimes that's it. That's all you need. Like, wow, thank you. Just thank you for answering the phone. I don't want anything. Thank you so much. Because sometimes you got to be reminded just how important you are and how special you are. You get it? Because honestly, you just got to get up and move. You got to get up and move and connect with people. You got to get out of that isolation, right? And I know the world is a little wonky, but it's okay. Connect through here, like we're connecting through here, you know, here's my finger, like put your finger to the screen, even though it doesn't feel, we can't feel it physically with the energy because we're all energy. We can feel our presence here right now. I feel like you just all here. For real, right? So it's all the brain needs to convince it that you're not immobile, right? Because the brain will tell you we're paralyzed. There's no movement. And you have to tell the brain, yes, there is. You don't feel me dancing to this music? Y'all get it? Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm telling. That's all I'm talking about. Two more. So, number 8, take action. We got to learn how to take action. Have you ever sat down to work and you just couldn't get started? That's a question. How you just couldn't get started? I'm real big on that. It's like, okay, I got to prepare for this talk. I got to prepare for this. I got to prepare for that. And I just, no motivation to get started. Sometimes all it takes is to give your motivation just a little boost to accomplish one simple task. You know, pick the like just something single and isolated. Once again, remember I told you it's not a rocket scientist. I don't teach rocket scientists. I just teach everyday normal people. What can you do quickly? Like, boom, you know what? Maybe I just need to go take a quick shower. Let me go do that. Like literally, I did that before. Like it's 11:56 p.m. here. You know, I was sluggish. I was like, Lakendra, go take a shower. So that's what I did. I went and took a shower, and then boom, I was like, yes, I'm ready for Brewing Live. You got to be really straightforward with yourself and know what you need. Know what you need. Most likely, this will motivate you to take the next challenge. So this was my next challenge to be boom, right here with you. So what do you need? What are those action steps that you need? And you just do it no matter what. You show up for yourself no matter what. The other thing, when I got out the shower, I went and poured me some of my good tea that this is a whole hour, 30 minutes to prep it and 30 minutes to, you know, boil it and brew it and steep it, like all that. I swear, I can make $1 million off this tea. It's so good. Okay. Okay. Number 9, we're on the last one. If you're excited that we're on number 9, put number 9 there because we're at the end. Okay. You're going to find your inspiration. People get inspired by different things. If you want to maximize your motivation, then you need to figure out what inspires you. What inspires you? It could be a motivational speaker or a celebrity, maybe even your own fur human. How many of you have, if you have a fur human, do y'all know what that is? It's your pet. If you have a fur human, put if you have a cat, a dog, I don't know, a spider, a snake, a hamster, gerbil, I don't know, horses. Who is your fur human? Okay. Find out what inspires you and schedule some time to immerse yourself in each day. Like Maximus, my fur human, here he is. I could be having a bad morning for whatever reason, and this little four-legged guy will run into the room with his little mohawk, and you see those eyes, like they're so piercing, and his eyes just says to me, please get up out of the bed. I need you. Like, I need you. He's my fur human. And then he does this, like, you know, when I activate my, you know, fur human character voice for him, I'd be like, oh, hey, my little stinky pookie, you look so cute this morning. He does this really cute, like, pew, where he shoots out of the room and go gets one of his squeaky toys because he feel like his squeaky toy is his voice and he talks to me. And he squeaks that little toy, he brings it back in the room. And my whole morning is just like, how can you not be excited about that? How can you not be excited about this cute little dude? So what's your motivation? What motivates you? You have to know what it is. No one can do this for you. Take action now. These are things that I want you to look at and do for yourself. So think about all of your goals. If you have a sheet of paper, you can literally do this for yourself. Okay, you'll just take your paper and let me show you real quick. You just take your paper and you can fold it. You get a sheet of paper. It's easy to turn it this way. You can either draw your 3 lines or you can fold it like this. Boom, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now see that? So on one end, I want you to think about all of your goals and your desires, and I want you to list why each one of them are important to you. If you don't want to get overwhelmed, just focus on 1 or 2 primary things, okay? And in the center, I want you to now think about how you reward yourself. So when I don't know, what's a goal? Someone lists a goal that they want. Something simple if you need that motivation. How about read? I'm going to wake up and read 1 chapter of this book. When it's done, you're going to reward yourself right here. How are you going to reward yourself? Think of that. When is a good time for a reward, and what is your good reward? If I read the 1 chapter of my book, I'm going to call and tell my best friend about it, right? That's going to be my reward. And then in this third one, I want you to find two or three things that truly inspire you. Maybe it's your fur human. Maybe it's Coach A's coaching club. That's so super dope, y'all, by the way. If you're on here and you're not in it, you need to check it out. Maybe it's a TED Talk on YouTube. It may be a music playlist that you can put on whenever you need it, regardless of what it is. Find what inspires you. So when you have your goals here, your appreciation here, and then your motivation here, it's all here. So if you're a visual person, you can pick this up and be like, oh, I remember. Y'all get me? I remember. So this is how you take action now. I've given it to you. A real life coach is going to always give you an action step. Yeah. So you got it. You have work. Now you have work to do. And now you have tools. Okay. You got your goals, how you're going to reward yourself, and your motivation. So you can make sure you do those goals. Is it going to be calling a friend, or is it going to be those people that you've turned your back? You turned your back on, you go back and you apologize to them, and you tell them, hey, welcome me back in. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Forgive me. I need you guys because I need to be accountable. Those people could be in the third box. Okay. Awesome. So here's some additional reading. These are books that I've creatively read myself. If you need some motivational books, read the Motivation Manifesto. Make your bed. Little things that you can change your life. Little things that you can do to change your life. Yeah, that one. Unfuck Yourself. Have y'all read that book? It's cool. Get out of your head and into your life. Oh. Master Your Motivation, a practical guide to unstick yourself. Motivational Makeover, rethink the reality of what drives you. Great books, look them up. They're bestsellers. They're doing great. So great books, okay? And then the last thing is I have free motivation. Visit my store, my leadingwithlove.store. Heart Conversations, there's the web address. So www.leadingwithlove.store/heart conversation, heart-conversations. I have journal entries in there that can help motivate you. I have affirmations that I've spoken out. All you have to do, you can listen to them. You don't have to read them. In the morning, you can just push play. It's there. I have some challenges there as well that you can get into. And also another list of books. Those of you bookworms, you love to read with your nice cup of tea or coffee. It's all there. So you have no excuses. Okay. And I really, 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 I mean, I think I'm to the end, and I really, really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for joining in, taking time out of your lunch. Like, thanks for having lunch with us today. On behalf of D Cup Coffee Republic and Master Coach A and Coach A Coaching Club, we want to thank you all for being a part of this journey. And we look forward to welcoming you as a part of our thriving tribe of coaches and entrepreneurs. And I want to end with love, bum, boom. Everybody just do that right from your screen. It makes you feel so good. Like love, bum, boom. Thank you so much. Bye for now.